Please welcome our last and final MedTech presenter, Dr. Gajanan Revankar from the University of Osaka Hospital.
Okay. My name is Gajanan, and I'm presenting to you MyMind, our precision diagnostic tool for dementia. When a patient comes to the clinic, we have a responsibility to identify which type it is, and misdiagnosis is very common in dementia, early in dementia. It is both for patients and doctors very frustrating, costly, and it delays treatment. When you want to pinpoint the diagnosis of dementia, you have to do some confirmatory tests, like nuclear imaging, lumbar puncture, or skin biopsies. But they are expensive, inaccessible, or labor-intensive, depending on which country you're looking at. We wanted to develop a tool that has similar accuracy, but much more resource efficient. What we've designed is a low-cost nuclear imaging alternative for dementia. There was a lot of benchmarks testing on EEG, eye tracking, fMRIs, and all of this has come onto a smartphone. We have proprietary gaze tracking, motor response, and speech tracking algorithms. It goes into a machine learning model, and then it subtypes different dementias. The entire pipeline is the patent that we have for India, Japan, and US. We also independently did a FTO because there is a similar patent in Osaka University, and we have there are no difference. I mean, there are no major problems with infringement. We validated this proof in two of the biggest subtypes, Alzheimer's and Lewy body. Lewy body is much more progressive. It needs a different management system, and it is the most commonly misdiagnosed dementia subtype. We validated this with nuclear imaging. All these patients had nuclear scans done. Then they did the smartphone test. And the test was done in 3 hospitals. And we found out that the sensitivity and specificity was very close to that of nuclear imaging. We have 3 published articles since last 1 year, but altogether maybe around 6, which differentiates AD from DLB with 90% accuracy. There are 500,000 new cases of dementia every year in Japan and in the US, and only 10 to 15% of them get some kind of a confirmatory diagnosis done, which means there are around 400,000 new cases, potentially new cases for MyMind. The obtainable market is pretty low, but it's a niche market, around $400 million US. This is a comparison with a hardware and a software. So basically, most of these confirmatory tools are hardware devices. Of course, MyMind is a software. It will win when it comes to cost, scalability, and patient's experience. We are looking to sell this to hospitals. This is a medical device, software as a medical device. It is to be sold to hospitals or clinics. The use cases are for specialists or general practitioners. We are looking at an immediate subscription model of around $1,000 per month per provider. But the main revenue is the cost savings, the outcome-based revenue. How much less would it need if nuclear imaging wasn't done? A comparison of the tools of softwares that are existing in the market, there are a lot of them, and basically from the US and from Japan. Most are used for screening purposes. The idea is to identify MCI. We are not in the screening business. We are in the diagnosing business. Mostly, we are looking at patients who are first diagnosed by the doctor themselves. The focus is treatment personalization, and the identification of another dementia subtype is the focus. Our inflection point is in 2028 when we are hoping to get an approval. The work is ongoing in 3 countries, in Japan, USA, and India right now. And post the approval, we are looking to plan out the reimbursement strategy. A bit more detail. Japan, we finished one of the proof of concept trials. We have initiated a PMDA regulatory process for a class 2 approval. The study will start sometime February next year. Taimen Jogen is in Kugatsu. The company, one of the main things is the company registration during this time from now to December. US, there is a similar plan. There are no devices like this in the US. So first we are going through the 510K submission process. The Q sub has started. And once the 510K approval is completed, we go for a de novo device. India is slightly a different market. We are not selling it directly to hospitals or clinics. It is for the caregivers. In India, we are not just looking at the diagnostic processes, we are looking at the monitoring capabilities of MyMind as well to provide a crisis prediction tool for dementia patients. Yeah, so 2-3 years from now, we are looking to break even. In around 2032, we are looking at a revenue of $50 million and a profit of $28-29 million. 3-member team. I am a physician, neuroscientist. Most of my work is on clinical trials and R&D, trying to find out brain mechanisms. Salian is a mathematician. He does most of the foundation modeling and building the entire system. Furuya-san is from Dentsu, one of the greatest salesmen that I have known. Our key opinion leaders are basically the people who set dementia guidelines for the world. So Mori Sensei is my boss from the past 8 years or so. My tech team is in India. The clinical teams are in Japan, India, and USA. We got funding of around $600,000 2 months ago. This is from both AMED and KSAC. We have been integrated into a moonshot program this April, where a professor from Tokyo University will be using our product. We have signed agreements with 2 hospitals in Boston from Massachusetts Mental Health Center and Beth Israel Deaconess, and 2 hospitals in India are currently using this device for clinical trials. The fundraising goal is around $4 million for 2 years. Yeah, last slide. 30% of it is for the trials, and the remaining is for the operations. Most of the information is on our website, mymind.com. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Kajana-san, for the fantastic.